Hi everyone, my name is Ashish Kapoor and welcome to this last and the final part of 5 Steps to Sales Mastery. Well, in the first 4 videos, we talked about working on your self-image, working on yourself, getting the right state of mind. Fourthly, we worked about how to make a connection. And in this video, I would like to talk to you about how to have a great process. So what is the exact state of, or what is the exact process of selling? We'll talk about it in detail, and I would like to give you as much as detail possible. So let's get right into it. Of all the things I would want to talk to you about, this is very, very vital. That what is the process of selling? What are the precise emotions that you need to walk through people, your prospects, so that you have the highest and the best chance of conversion? Plus, how to not waste time. If somebody is not interested, you should not present. You should never talk about your product unless the person you're talking to is interested, has some interest in your product. So let's go step by step into how to create interest, how to engage people, and how to enroll people. Let's talk about it right now. The first step of selling, or the first process of selling, is creating curiosity in the mind of your prospects. Now, whatever you may call it, creating interest, engaging the client, enrolling the client, is all about creating curiosity in the mind of the prospect about your products. How is your product a magic pill? Whether it is there or not, whether it's a long-term thing or short-term thing, but it is the fastest, the most highly probable way of relieving your prospects out of their fears and frustrations or fulfilling their wants and aspirations. So how do we create curiosity? Let me just give you the secret. The secret is your tone of voice. How you talk actually establishes whether you will be able to create curiosity in the mind of your prospect or not. Let me just give you the most banal example, which is salt. Now, if I were to tell you, I have, my company or my client's company produces something like a triple refined salt, you'll say, wow, great, whatever. But if I were to tell you, well, my client or the company that I'm presenting creates or manufactures a triple refined iodized salt. Same information, different tonality. In selling, curiosity, mystery, startleness, everything can be created by your tone of voice. So the tone of voice is really important. It does not matter what you say, but how you say it. So tonality is very important, and the body language is very important. So it's very important, whatever you may say, the best way to create curiosity is your tone of voice. Again, it comes down to your body language, your tonality, your words, your total congruency. It also comes down your ability to be courageous, or your ability to be assertive. So this is what it comes down to, creating curiosity in the mind of the customers. Well, in the full program that I'm going to be soon launching, I'm going to talk about creating curiosity at full length. I would like you to see it in how you create it in the moment, right? So this is about curiosity. The second step in the process is figuring out whether your prospect has money or not, or whether he has the authority or not. Now, if they do not have the money or the authority, and unless you're sure of that, do not move ahead. I've done so many times a fatal mistake of not asking for the same. I'm so scared that I do not ask it, or I think it's not appropriate to ask it, are the thoughts that you will have in your mind. But I really want you to understand, you need to ask to your prospects whether he has the money and the authority to, or the budget basically, which is a nicer word for the same, to buy your product or service. If he does not, do not move ahead. Create as much as curiosity as possible, and then come to the second point. Again, the tonality of your voice is very important, how you create curiosity, and also how you ask about the money or the authority or the budget. If it's not there, he's not the person to present to. Do not present, come what may. Yes. Now, here are the steps on how you ask, or here are the few examples. Well, if I'm in the conversation, I really create so much curiosity, build trust, build credibility, and then I ask for the budget. Without the budget, just move away. Digital companies are best at it, but when you come to traditional businesses, nah. I'm selling jewelry right now, but these days, as I'm recording this program, I really ask for the budget. And how would they pay for it? If you're using credit card or they want cash on delivery because we're selling it online, really important to establish. And if he's from a certain PIN code where I do not like to do cash on delivery, that's it. I'm done. Simple. So that's about, talking about money and authority. The third thing is creating possibilities in the mind of the customers. About a year back, I onboarded a client who was selling dry fruits and nut. Now, for this client, I could be selling what you call, dry fruits are good for health, or almonds are good for health. Eat them, they're amazing. Or for this client who is selling these almonds or high-end almonds, I could say, if you really want to have a great health, if you want to have a clearer skin, if you want to reduce weight, eat 5 almonds per day or 5 cashew nuts per day for a good memory. Whatever. I need to show people possibilities. Whether I'm selling through a website or whether I'm selling face-to-face, I need to show greater possibilities. I shouldn't be selling the product. I should be selling the possibilities with the product. Better still, the relief with the product. So I did promote that if you want to get the best healthy snack to eat, if you're hungry at 4 p.m., the best healthy snack is fox nuts. So you need to sell possibilities with the product, and there can be many. You need to do a lot of homework. For example, if I have to sell this program, which is on selling or communication, I do not sell you. I don't want to make you a better communicator. I don't know how much you're interested in that, but I would want to sell you creating higher amount of wealth or winning negotiations. So I'm sure everybody or more people are more interested in winning, of making higher money, or buying the dream house, and more importantly, the feeling of accomplishment and achievement. So I must be able to sell achievement. I shouldn't be selling influence course. So that is about seeing or selling possibilities. More importantly, people need to trust. So in the dry fruit example, it's pretty easy. People know that almonds will do that. Or bodybuilding, if you go to a gym, it's pretty trustworthy. If you work out, you'll have a better body. Similarly, in the influence course, I really need to make it trustworthy. And what are the ways about it? How I'm talking. What are the results that I've achieved in the past for myself? And some of them are quite incredible. So I need to show testimonials so that they trust me, or the way I present or perform in the moment is the best way that people will trust you. So this is about possibilities. So this is the last and the final step. People do not ask for it. People don't ask for closing the customer, and hence they're not making the sales. We've done all the great work, worked on our self-image, did a lot of inner work on our psychology, got ourselves in a great state of mind, made great connections, in fact, followed the process well. But what about the exchange? What do I mean by exchange? That I sell you my products and services and I take your money. What is the right way of doing this? The best way of doing it is, when you're doing it in that moment, 3 things, in fact, 4 things. The first is, you should be able to create an emotion in that moment, in the process, that you care about them then and there, that they can trust your company and they can trust their product. If they do not trust your product or service, if they do not like your company, or they do not like or respect your company, and if they do not believe that you care about them, you aren't making much of a sale. So these 3 emotions are vitally important when you're about closing the sale. So why are you doing all these 3 things? Making sure that they get a vibe from you, a real vibe, a genuine vibe, that you care about them or your prospects. Secondly, yes, your product is trustworthy, you're credible through your tone of voice, through letter of recommendations and everything else. Thirdly, that your company is credible. You can't align these 3 things. Plus the 4th thing, which is, considering I have been able to exhibit this for you, let's do an exchange, which is 2 + 2 = 4. Simply put. So you need to get these four things in line in order to close a prospect, whether you're selling solitaire online or selling sold face-to-face. And not to mention about if you're selling software as a service. Anything you're doing, four things. Make sure you care about them. Make sure you demonstrate enough that they respect your company and they respect your product or service. And then a simple exchange, simply put. So this is the selling process I follow day in, day out. At this point, I would also want to mention that there are a lot of people from whom I've learned selling. There are a lot of people from whom I've learned professional presentation or professional presenting. But one of the things that I have for myself is my passion, my dedication, or my initiative to do it. So I encourage you highly, if you want to be great at selling, do look for my course on influence and communication so that you achieve your financial goals, your personal goals, your professional goals faster. So this is my promise that will be of great value to you. If these 5 products or 5 series or 5 steps to sales mastery are of any value to you, trust me, it will be 10x value to you, my professional program that I'm soon going to launch and is in the process of making. Thank you so much for tuning in. And lastly, if you have anything on and you want any support on executive coaching, on sales training, on sales consulting, I'm always there for you. Thank you so much.